Okay, so it is June the 13th, and I'm bored, so let's make a video. Haven't made a video where I just sort of have my phone for 11 days. Why is that? Well, lack of motivation, could not come up with an idea. Went out of town, like out of state, I'll get to that in a second. And then mental things, so mental things are fun, yeah, drama, relationships, they're great. Anyway, not on that. This is basically to explain why I could not get my DC video to work. So, I believe in previous videos I, said how it's going to New York and DC, and how it's going to turn into one giant blog video, like I did for the last day of school. Now, the difference between the last day of school and the New York and DC trip is that I actually had opportunity to have my phone out, even when I shouldn't, on the last day of school. Because I had out first period, third period, fourth period. I just realized I never captured a lunch period somehow. I mean, it's 6 period. How did I never get a lunch period recorded? But yeah, and then, so yeah, basically I had an opportunity to pull my phone out. I did not have any chances when we were in New York and DC. So here's what happened. Got up at 6:30 p.m. on last Monday. Cause I took a nap, got up at 8, went to sleep at 6:30. Packing for the trip, got everything packed in the car. I made a clip in the car saying how, we're going on a trip, and I figured rocket ship, no, in a school bus and a plane, but, and how I was gonna try to record it all. So literally, the next time I was able to record was at the airport. Why couldn't I record on the bus? Well, it's 1:30 in the morning, no one would hear me talk. And I was sitting next to my dad, and I was asleep. So we get to the Chicago airport. I pull my phone out, and I have a clip from the Chicago airport when it's just literally Mac and I having a conversation, and nothing too exciting happened. And then we get on the plane. Not gonna really record on the plane. We get out at the plane in Baltimore. I pull out my phone and do a clip in Baltimore. Again, nothing much there. Just my brother, mom, and I standing out in front of Starbucks, and everyone's standing around like, what the heck are we doing here? Then we take a bus to DC. I get a clip of us going to the old post office, is what it's called. I think that's like one of the first post offices from like the 1700, whatever, like Ben Franklin days. And my dad, terrible describer, and also me not knowing what the heck I had to point the camera at, so that was weird too. And then from there, when you have a tour guide, you can't really just have your phone out whenever and take videos. So there's an opportunity to take pictures, because that takes 1 or 2 seconds. Not recording 2 or 3 minute video clips. And so the tour guide wanted me to walk with him because, blind person. He was very good at describing. And, we were just constantly walking all over the place. We went to the Ronald Reagan place. We went to a bunch. We did like 2 days in DC, 2 days in New York. So overall, we went to the Capitol Mall, no, the mall, National Mall, that's what it's called, National Mall. And I thought it was, Mall of America, sort of National Mall when they said that. No, it's basically a giant piece of land that's 2 miles by like half a mile. And it's, you have the Lincoln Memorial there, you got the Korean Memorial, you got the Vietnam Memorial, you got the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. We saw so many memorials than I needed to see in my life. Yeah, we also saw FDR one day. We went to Arlington National Cemetery, and we did a ton of walking. And that next morning, what would that be? Wednesday morning, I pulled out my phone and basically recapped everything I just told you. Hey, we went to the Ronald Reagan place and got to touch the Berlin Wall. Went to the American History Museum, blah, blah, blah. All good. But didn't have any clips of that because, constantly getting dragged all over the place. And that's basically why the blog never worked out. Because that's exactly what the video would be. Me talking in a hotel room telling you, hey, I did this. So yeah, not exciting at all. Cause I want clips of stuff that I was actually doing, not me just recapping it in a hotel. So we spent 2 days in DC, then proceed to go to New York, and I hate New York. One, if I hear Empire State of Mind one more time, we're gonna throw hands, okay? Ew, no, that song. Second, went to Chipotle. I would rather have 6 tacos from Taco Bell than 3 tacos from Chipotle. Just saying. I don't know why everyone said Chipotle is great. Maybe don't get the hard shell tacos, but I don't know. No, I'm good on Chipotle. And then constantly walking all over the goddamn city. We went to Central Park, got to ride the subway, went to a cathedral, went to FAO or FOA, the toy store from the movie Big. I never heard of the movie either. Apparently there's this famous toy store. So all over the place. We got to go see Wicked, a musical. That's the prequel to Wizard of Oz. And the smell of goddamn weed. I hate weed so much. The freaking smell gives me a headache. So they were literally selling it on the goddamn street. Okay, no joke. And no one was arresting them or anything. I mean, I know it's a legal drug, but goddamn, I hate the smell of smoking weed. It gave me a headache. And we were in Times Square. It was 10 p.m. at night, and you didn't even need stoplights or telephone pole lights, whatever, because it was so bright you didn't need them. Like 50-foot TVs on buildings, it was bananas. And then also, people in New York are rude as heck because, a couple of my friends were walking down the street. Now, granted, we're like 13, 14, 15, 16 teenagers. These creepy guys are like nice asses, and my dad like, that's jailbait right there. Or one of my friends, another girl, just some random guy walked up and hugged her in the middle of the street. And they were bold with their sign, because, homeless people, they have their sign asking for money that said, F COVID-19, I need money for some weed. Or said, need money for weed, why lie? No. Let's just say they didn't get any donation from me. Weird. What else we doing? We went to Statue of Liberty. We did not get to go to Ellis Island, we ran out of time. We went to Chinatown in Little Italy. All that was fun. But man, if I have to smell weed one more freaking time, we're gonna fight. But anyway, this was basically all to explain why that video didn't work, because I'd be just sitting here recapping everything. I mean, it was fun. Totally down to go back in 2 years, because I do the trip every year. So that'd be a lot of fun. But no thank you. It was a mess. So 4-year anniversary was yesterday. Of YouTube, with me being on YouTube, June 12th, 2018. So, yay me! My video can almost start preschool. That's nice to know. What else do I talk about here? I just basically wanted to talk, so I came down to the basement and talked. So now I'm going to go back upstairs, post it to YouTube, and watch YouTube. So, yeah, don't ask me what's for tomorrow. I have no clue anymore. I'll figure something out.